flash games. They either blow you away, provide a simple time waster, or just plain suck. Today we'll talk about some of my favorite flash games, all of which can be found on Newgrounds.com. So if you've got the time, I highly suggest you check them out.
I've played hundreds of flash games throughout my life, and if I talked about all my favorites, I'd be here forever. So I'm just going to talk about 5 of them. Now, there are a lot of point-and-click games all over the internet. There's one flash animator who, in my opinion, makes the best. Godlimations is a very talented flash artist who is pretty well known for making the Trap trilogy, a series of point-and-click flash games, 3 of them totaling about 2.5 million plays on Newgrounds alone.
But in July of 2009, he made a game called Vorigo. It was a point-and-click game that included horror, puzzles, rail shooting, intriguing cutscenes, and even Bible passages. Now that's what you call a game.
My 2 favorite things about this game are the art style, which is very similar to the Trap trilogy, and the puzzle elements, which can be challenging at times, but rewarding nonetheless. However, I have one major complaint about this game. In your first run of the game, you can beat it in a little over an hour. Now, this wouldn't be such a commitment if there was a save feature. Yeah, that's right. You can't save.
And I know what you're saying. Oh, why don't you just leave the computer on? Well, screw that. You're wasting energy. You're killing trees. Save the whales. Give out. Don't pollute. So in conclusion, you should be able to save. Moving on.
The next game we're going to talk about today is called Cannibal. Made in 5 days by Adam Atomic, this game provides one of the most addicting time wasters I've ever seen. Basically, the only objective in this game is to run and jump. That's about it. The character runs automatically. All you have to do is hit the jump button. Simple, but fun. I love the sort of post-apocalyptic setting. It makes you feel like you're running for a reason, not just for the hell of it. This game was also a bit of a blast from the past for me. It reminded me of a game I played years ago called Leo Steel. The game was very similar to this one, but a bit more unfair. The character took up more of the screen, the field of view was smaller, and getting hit by one thing killed you. But anyway, back to Cannibal. Speed is a great thing about the game. If you go longer without hitting things, the character begins to go faster and faster, making the game more challenging, but more fun.
All in all, in my opinion, this game is the perfect time waster. It's so easy just to start it up, play a few games, then be on your way.
Now for the next game. This one's called Tetris'd. Based on a flash animation under the same name, Cobra 0528 made the original animation and eventually game based off of it. The only thing you have to do in this game is to avoid and climb on falling Tetris blocks. You have a wall jump and a corner jump at your disposal, so this game isn't too hard. However, it's a bit glitchy. There have been many occasions when I've corner flipped myself inside of Tetris blocks, killing myself.
If you can get past all the glitches, this game definitely provides a fun experience. I highly recommend you check it out.
I spent a lot of time playing this one. It's called Crush the Castle. Made by Joey Betts, this game is incredibly addicting, with some of the best physics I've ever seen in a flash game. The main objective of this game is to use your catapult to knock over whatever castle you are presented with. You only beat the level, however, if the people inside the castle fall or are crushed, so this can provide a challenge depending on the level.
This game was very popular, totaling more than 14 million plays on both Newgrounds and Armor games combined.
It eventually spawned a player's pack and a downloadable iPod app, which I think can be fun, but not worth $3 considering you have more than enough levels online.
But the final game I'm going to talk about today just happens to be my favorite flash game of all time. What game is that, you may ask? Well, the answer is Shift.
Shift is a flash game series made by the The-Exp, originating in 2008. The game can be compared to Portal in many ways. The game even makes an homage to Portal by saying, "The timer is a lie." The puzzles in this game are very unique because of your ability to shift, which allows you to flip around the stage and walk inside it. It's kind of hard to explain. The second game also introduced a gravity rotating feature, making the puzzles more and more fun each time. Eventually 4 games were released, and each one was fun to play, except for Shift 3, which I didn't think was very good, so if you don't care about the story, I recommend you skip that one.
So yeah, that's it. I highly recommend you check these games out. And now,
Contest time!
leave a comment under the video reviewing one of the games we talked about today. The best review gets featured in the next video. See you guys in the next one.